Hello, everyone, and welcome to Campaign 2 of the Tabletop Tavern, Eylas U. My name is Jenny. I will be your dungeon master for pretty much all of forever. I'm going to allow my wonderful players to introduce themselves, starting with the fabulous Victoria Shaz.
Hello, everyone. My name is Victoria, and I play Fleur Farrow. My pronouns are she, her.
Hi, I'm Doe. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm playing Ian Farrow.
Hey there, I'm Pippin, and I'm playing Vesper Thistletoon Thornquill. My pronouns are they, them.
Hi, I'm Cam. I am playing Essie Hepburn, and my pronouns are they, them.
And I'm Stacy, and my pronouns are she, her, and I will be playing Rosalie Motley.
All right, and with that fabulous introduction all done, are you all ready to jump in to our second ever campaign?
Yes.
I've been waiting for this moment.
Yeah, me too. All right, so we begin on the continent of Kraelyn. Following the Second Great War, a conflict that lasted the greater part of 2 decades, the continent as we knew it splintered into 2 separate and distinct nations, the United Nation of Kraelyn and the Independent Nation of Aquara. In the over 7 centuries that have passed since the conflict, the tension between the 2 nations has relaxed from a rousing boil to a gentle simmer, a peace ensured by the treaties renewed every 10 years at the meeting of the Conclave of Stonesea. The United Nation of Kraelyn has spent the last 710 years refining and perfecting its arcane practices to make life on the continent more convenient for all, regardless of magical ability. This has led to the development of a world that in many ways resembles the modern United States in the year 2000. There are highways that connect the sprawling cities, along which there are kind of neighboring suburban developments, and there's cars that are powered by arcane engines, 9-to-5 jobs in office buildings, and of course, the newly developed extranet, a very exciting opportunity that makes the depths of the world's knowledge accessible right at your fingertips. Now, however modern this world may seem, it is still plagued with arcane problems. Monsters lurk in the forested sea of trees, and extra-dimensional gaps between the planes allow in horrors beyond comprehension. This is what has led to the existence of adventurers, tasked with the duty of protecting the way of life that the occupants of Kraelyn have grown so used to. They scour the continent for ne'er-do-wells and monsters, and only the most accomplished and mighty fill this role, garnering the respect of those around them with their heroic deeds. Our story begins at the University of Eylas, one of the forefront institutions for the education of such heroes. On the first day of freshman orientation week, the dorms are overrun with minivans and moving trucks laden with boxes of precious memories, clothes, of course, and weapons. Move-in day has officially begun. We zoom in over the lush grass quads and beautiful brick buildings of the Eylas campus to La Fleurette Hall Dormitory, 7 stories high and made of the same red brick as every other building on campus. We go through an open 5th floor dorm window and zoom in on Rosalie Motley. Stacy, would you please describe your character for us?
My name is Rosalie Motley. I'm about 5'10". I'm half elf, and I have bluish black hair, really long and tied into 2 pigtails with some bobbies, 2000s bobbies.
The little clack ones?
Little clacks. And I like to wear my sweater vests and my long modest skirts, all in the practice of the Lady in Fire. With I also have red eyes, but don't worry, I have my rose-tinted glasses to read properly.
All right, Rosalie, so you are sort of halfway through the move-in process. There's only a couple of more boxes to bring upstairs. Your roommate has not arrived yet. With you today, helping you move in, is your mother, Dr. Vivian Motley, who is dressed in scrubs. She's just about to head out on her way to her upcoming cleric shift at the Lady on Fire Hospital. And accompanying her in a rather of sort of an odd couple is Harry Russell. Not your father, but a very close friend of your other parent, a large, burly man with lots of hair all over his body emerging from his plaid button-up. He is carrying 2 very large boxes, one under each arm, and your mother, a beautiful high elf, is carrying in her hands a very small box, one that you know holds all of your precious childhood memories. Harry sort of walks up to you, sets both of the boxes on the bed, and goes, "Well then, kiddo, that looks like it might be the last of your boxes there. How you feeling? You excited?"
I'm nervous, Harry.
Oh, I am sure you are, kid, but let me tell you, well, first of all, I know Gene would have been here if, they could have, but, he's got that big conference coming up over at the Bard's College, and he had to prepare. You look over it, and you see your mother kind of roll her eyes in exasperation. Your parents get along pretty well after the divorce, but this is certainly the kind of thing that causes conflict between them.
You guys adults, busy adult things.
Oh, sure, but as important as all those adult things are, there's nothing more important than you, kiddo, okay?
Thanks, Harry. And I'll lean in to try to give him a hug, but it's very not practiced.
He gives you just like a very warm, friendly hug and like squeezes you really tight and goes, "I'm so proud of you, kiddo," and kind of lifts you off the ground.
Thanks, Harry. You've always been great. Love you too.
And if you need anything, you just stop by the coffee shop, okay? We got free lattes for you and your friends. Always a good place to study, and if you ever need advice, I'm right here.
Thanks, Harry. I'll give him another side hug. Hat on the arm.
Sets you down, steps away with his hands on his shoulders, and looks at you for a moment and goes, "Just real proud of you." And then turns to your mother and goes, "Viv, it's been good to see you." "And it's been nice to see you as well, Mr. Russell." He kind of looks between the two of you and turns and walks out the door, leaving you and your mom in the room together.
Is that everything? Was that what?
Yes. There's nothing left in the car. Are you excited? I know you're nervous, but are you excited too?
Yeah, it's the first time. Yeah, but you got things to do probably, right? And the hospital's really been busy and.
Yes, the hospital's busy, but they know I am dropping my only baby off at school today, and they can wait.
Okay, and Rosalie will take off her glasses and start trying to clean them with her shirt or her skirt, and not make eye contact with Vivian, as her eyes will water a little bit.
She takes the glasses from you very gently and takes a little, just a little microfiber cloth from the pocket of her scrubs and cleans them for you and hands them back to you and looks at you for a moment, and you realize that there are tears in your mom's eyes, too.
Oh, don't worry, Vivian, being a big kid now.
I'm sorry, what did you just call me?
Vivian, your adult name. No. Well, sorry, Mom, that was weird. I'm not used to this. I thought
That was incredibly off-putting. If you want to call me Vivian, you can, but I'd prefer if you keep calling me Mommy.
Okay, Mommy.
All right, darling. And she takes both of your hands because she knows how you nervous fidget and looks at you just dead in the eyes and goes, "Baby, listen. Knowing that you're choosing a path to help people makes me so proud. And this is a hard path, baby. It's hard, but I know that you are going to be so good at this. You're going to be better than me. And I know this because you have filled my life with light since the day you were born.
I'm just excited to be like you. You know?
You don't have to be like me, though, baby. You are enough just as you are, okay?
Okay, Mommy. And I'll go give her a hug. A more comfortable hug than previously done before.
She gives you a hug, and you are a few inches taller than her, so she kind of leans her head up against your shoulder, and you can feel some tears kind of soak into your sweater vest. And she says, and I know you're nervous, sweetie, but I hope you learn to love it here the way that I loved it, and Jean loved it when we were here, okay?
Okay, I can't wait to make my own college memories.
Of course, baby, of course. And remember, it's important to make friends. Don't just stay in your dorm and read those books all day, okay?
I am already I already have one friend. And I'll look at my hand and there's a written Essie on my hand, and I'm like, I'm already excited to meet Essie.
Oh, darling, I'm so excited for you to meet her too. You're gonna be great friends. You know, I was friends with your auntie back in college. We were roommates. Our sophomore year, not our freshman year, but you never know, okay? Okay. And she gives you another deep hug. As she does that, we fly out the door to your dormitory and down the hall past the elevators into another dorm room, in which stands at a stately, 3 feet 5 inches? Is that correct?
3'6".
We see Vesper. Pippin, can you please describe your character for us?
Yes. Hi, I'm Vesper Thornquill, and I am 3'6", and I'm a forest gnome. I'm here to be a wizard. And I think I could be pretty good at it. But I know mostly other stuff, actually. I read a lot, and I'm already moved in, as you can probably tell. But I'm glad, because that means I have less to do today. I am wearing just a green shirt tucked into some board shorts with a short sleeve button down, brown button down, just over it, and it's brown but a little Baker Boy hat, and some blue Chuck Taylors. So I'm just vibing. This is move-in day. I would usually be a little more put together, but yeah, I've just been running around doing a lot of things. So
Vesper, you moved in last week, actually. As you mentioned, you're a part of the tutoring program. It's actually fairly prestigious. It's part of being a member of the Academic Honors College. You've yet to prove yourself in combat in order to fully be an honored hero within the university, but your grades qualified you for this program that actually is going to help you kind of fund some of your more expensive endeavors as a wizard. As you stand in your dorm room, kind of anxiously awaiting the arrival of your roommate next to your very small bed that takes up considerably less space than your roommate's empty bed on the other side of the room, you hear your phone ring.
I take it out and I answer it. It is an old-timey, an actual old-timey ringing phone tune, so I answer it.
Oh, hey there, darling. It's so good to hear from you. How you doing?
It's good to hear from you. I haven't talked yet.
Oh, well, I expected you to go, hey, Mom, when you answered the phone, and you didn't, so I had that answer prepared. How are you doing, darling? Oh, I'm so sorry we can't be there for your first day. Are you excited to meet your roommate? Are you excited to start your bard classes?
Yes, I'm really excited. My roommate isn't here yet. I'm excited to meet them. I hope we'll get along good. But I'm worried about their dog. I think it's bigger than I am, Mom. But no, I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play so well. I'm gonna learn so many spells. I'm gonna play so much for you when I get home. And I'm glad you called. I've just been tidying. I sort of did everything I had to do, but also didn't finish everything I had to do somehow. So that's what I'm working on.
Oh, sure there, sweetie. And did you write your roommate a welcome song?
I didn't know what genre they liked, so I was gonna wait so that maybe I could just have their input and make sure they really like it.
Oh, sure, honey. Oh, sure. And is your roommate a bard too?
No, I don't. I'm not sure. I think he's a ranger, which I think explains the dog. But Rangers, I mean, who doesn't like music, right?
A musical dog, like, and you're so talented. Oh, you're just so good at all those bard spells. And well, I know music's never been necessarily something you've been the best at, but you're working so hard.
I take the phone, and even though I can probably still hear it muffled, I do hold it to my chest, just like. Yeah, no, Mom, that means so much coming from you. You know that all I want to do is make you proud. So I know I didn't get I know my combat is lacking still. So I'm gonna work on that. I'm.
Oh, sure. Honey. When in doubt, just cutting words every time. Okay, just cutting words every time. It's the most important spell you'll learn. All you gotta do is just say something that'll really hurt their feelings, and then all you gotta do is just say that, and then of course, honey, don't forget to inspire your friends once you meet them.
Yeah, no, I remember I looked over some of those old speeches that you had written for inspiration, so I'm gonna make sure that I incorporate those as much as I can.
I used one of them on your stepmom when I first met her. Here, you want to hear it? May I compare your beauty to the flowers that grow along the eastern plain, that rise with the sunset and carry with them the sweet smell of melancholy. Oh, and that just swept me off my feet, darling. Oh, and you're on speakerphone, don't you know?
That's good to know. I'm glad you didn't lead with that. Hi, everyone.
Hi, darling. Vesper, it's so good to hear from you. Your stepbrother is, well, he's sort of off at school right now, practicing. Oh, he has a piano concert upcoming. So talented. They say that he's actually several years ahead on the bard track. So we're just so excited for you to follow along in the family footsteps. Oh, yes. Oh,
Well,
yes.
Give him my very best. Tell him to break a leg and that I am very proud of him.
Oh, we will. And you know what? He sends his fond regards to you too.
I'll text him later.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure he'd love that. Oh, and sweetie Vesper.
Yes, Mom.
Have you heard from your father today?
No, I got a text saying that I would hear from him, with no specified date. So things are. I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
He hasn't called?
No, I'm not. Yeah, I think he just wants to have enough time so that we can talk, especially because I don't have that much. I'm more flexible than he is, and I know that. For now, until classes start, at least.
Oh, that is just classic him. Okay, well, baby, you let me know if he hasn't called. Okay.
Okay, Mom, can I ask you something?
Yes, baby, anything.
Dad gave me something and I can't open it.
What do you mean?
He gave me a book, which I mean, his gift giving has gotten much better. At least I think it's a book because I cannot unwrap it. And I was wondering if you knew how to.
Oh, I mean, did he tell you anything about? Did he say he couldn't unwrap it? Like what?
No, it came with instruction. I came with instruction. You know what? Never mind. It's okay.
What do the instructions say, baby? You know me. I love a riddle. It's an important part of being a bard.
It is an important part of being a bard, and it's just I thought it's too straightforward and yet so vague to me. And it says, give me a sec to pull it up. So basically, it says open when you find your stage, but like I've been on a couple of stages. And
honey, all you gotta do is get on all the stages, give them a rousing performance.
Stages,
and then once you find the one that you give your best performance on, then you just keep going back until you get the standing ovation, right? Well, the audience tells you. Someday, honey, you're going to have that performance that just blows everyone's mind, and everyone's going to see what we all know is there, because I see it every day when I look at you, Vesper. Every time that I look at you, I see the most talented little guy in the whole world. When you were born, when I held you in my arms for the first time and I looked at you after that 127-hour labor, by the way, I looked at you and I said, this year
I'm sorry, but
is
I
going
know
to
I
be
was
the
an
most
infant, but
talented
I'm
bard
sorry.
that was ever born. You just have to find your stage. Just
you know what? You're totally right, and I feel so much better. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm writing it on my to-do list right now.
Okay, darling. Well, hang on, darling. One more thing, okay, Vesper? Okay, sweetie? Just one more thing before you hang up on your mom and become a full grown-up bird and leave the nest forever, okay? Just one thing.
Yeah. Yes.
Did you remember to use your medicated face cream today?
I
Go
thought
to the
that was for
bathroom.
night.
No,
Oh,
go to the
fine.
bathroom right now and go put it on.
Fine. I'm putting it on my to-do list, and if it's there, it'll get done. So don't worry about it.
No, go do it right now, because if you don't, then
while you're on the phone, you want
the zits will come back. Well, I'm just worried you don't know how to put it on correctly.
It's face cream, mother.
Okay, darling. Okay. Well, you go put it on, and you know what you do? We got you one of those fancy new camera phones. So what you do is, what the kids are doing these days is you hold it up to the mirror, right? And you press the center button, and then you send it to me, okay? Because I miss you. I miss your handsome little face, and all you gotta do is you just gotta go put on the face cream and take a picture so your mom knows that you're taking care of yourself, okay?
I will do that for you, Mom.
Okay, sweetheart, I love you and I'm very proud of you.
I love you too. I will talk to you soon.
Okay, bye-bye. And be sure to send me that photo in the next 5 minutes, or else I'm going to tell the clerics that you aren't using the medication.
There's a time limit now. Okay, yes, I will send you the photo.
Just do what your mother requests. We both know how she can be.
Okay. I forgot thank you for the reminder. I forgot I was on speakerphone. I will do that.
Darling,
I will do that for both. You did tell me I was, you put a lot of words
Vesper.
into a sentence.
Go put on your face cream before you forget, okay?
I need both hands. I'm on the phone.
Okay, goodbye. I love you.
Bye. I love you.
I'm proud of you.
Bye.
You're the most talented little gnome in all the world. Okay,
I
bye.
love you. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Click.
Goodbye.
The phone ends.
I set it down on the desk to as far away from me as possible. And just I take the phone again and I just go put the face cream on and text her the selfie.
All right, as you do that, we zoom back outside. Outside, there is a long line of cars pulling in, plenty of minivans, a few moving trucks, a couple pickups, but most notably, standing out like an eyesore is a cherry red convertible. In it, seated in the driver's seat, is a woman with a headscarf, a sheer headscarf tied around, knotted underneath her chin. A few loose curls from an out-of-date perm frame her face. Sitting on the bridge of her nose are large oversized, gaudy sunglasses. And next to her, in the passenger seat, Cam, would you like to describe your character?
Hi guys, I'm Essie Hepburn. I am a Virgo. I love the stage theater, triple threat, singing, dancing, acting. I'm 5'11" and 3/4, and if you say that I'm 6 feet, I will point you to my headshot. I have brown hair. I'm an elf and a bard. Brown eyes, kind of a little frumpier, but I'm confident in myself because I believe in my ability to display my beauty through my talents.
Perfect. So, Essie, you are seated in the passenger seat next to your mother. In the back seat, kind of shoved haphazardly are all the boxes of the things that are precious to you. Your mom pulls into the unloading zone very carefully. And as she does, you kind of take notice of the little rental sticker on the driver's side door. It's got the little barcode, a little sticker that says no smoking. And your mom very purposely sort of covers it up with one hand as she sort of parallels her way into this blank unloading zone and turns to you and says, "Okay, darling, I'm going to go get a dolly, and we're going to unload all of your things onto the dolly, and we're going to do this in one trip because I cannot be late for the meeting with Anthony because we are discussing my return to the screen this year, hopefully, and all will be well. So let's just make sure I'm not late for that because my audition tomorrow has to be flawless, and I need to make sure that my agent is on my side in this whole ordeal, okay?"
Don't worry, Mom. I'll make sure that you're not late. I mean, we couldn't really fit all of my stuff in the convertible, so...
Well, I know, darling, but at some point I'll come by and drop it off, you know.
Thanks. That's so nice. I know you're so busy.
I am so busy, darling, you know. Actresses such as ourselves have to stay busy, have to stay in the lineup, you know. We don't want younger women coming and pushing us off the screen.
Right.
That's why
have
it's
to
important
stay busy.
to stay busy, beautiful, and thin.
Of course. Let me get the boxes. You just got your nails done.
Yes,
get 'em.
of course, darling. Okay,
No
you
worries.
load them onto the dolly, and then we push the dolly to the elevator, and then we stand on the elevator because we cannot take the stairs, darling, because it is important to not let our legs get too beefy, you know.
No, I don't want to look masculine.
Exactly, darling. You don't want to look... Which reminds me, lift from your back, not from your knees or your shoulders, because you don't want those getting too bulked up either.
Lift from your back. Gotcha. As he starts to unload the stuff, she has very few things that could have fit in his convertible. Most of the stuff is still back home.
As you managed to get most of your things loaded onto this dolly, and your mother sort of gingerly holds the glass doors to the dormitory open as you wheel them in. And the elevator doors are just closing as you step in, and your mother kind of hurries her way, holds them open for you. Come.
Oh, thank you, Mama.
Of course, darling, of course. The doors slide shut, and she turns to you and starts sort of smoothing down your hairs and sort of grabbing your face with her nails and going, "Oh, okay, all right. And you're all prepared for the auditions you'll surely have within the next few weeks, right?"
Yes. I have my entire repertoire all set, headshots ready, everything is set.
Okay, darling. And have you spoken with your roommate at all?
Yeah, we chatted a little bit on the extranet.
Oh, that's good. Now, darling, remember, making friends is important, but not nearly as important as being well connected, okay? So the friends that you make sure that they're people that will be able to help you later on in your career.
They're not really your friends, they're networking or they're competition. I remember.
Absolutely, darling. And remember, other girls might be prettier than you, but they will age faster.
Right. Speaking
Yes.
of, Are you pretending to be my sister today, or?
No, darling, but we can't let anyone know who I am.
Of course. Don't want
Because
fans.
the last thing I'd want is to be on somebody's "Where Are They Now?" Your Place page again.
Of course.
I can't believe they got that photo of me in my pajamas at the grocery store. Never again, darling. Remember, never let the paparazzi catch you unawares.
Always have full makeup done, hair done, clothing phenomenal.
And exactly. And remember, baby, what are the 3 most important traits for a woman to have?
Beauty, talent, not a brain.
Exactly, darling. And a little bit of, being someone's arm candy so that they will fund your stage career is always fabulous, too.
I'll find somebody.
So the elevator doors ding open, and your mother kind of shoulders her way past the family taking up the majority of the room in the elevator. You kind of wait patiently for them to exit the elevator before you. It's a family of 4 with like a very large dog, so they take a little while to unload. But you and your mother head down the hall to your room. Your mom pauses outside of the door and goes, "Darling, it looks like your roommate's already in there, and well, I have no energy to sign autographs today."
Of course. Totally get it.
Yes, darling.
You have to meet with Anthony.
I have to meet. If I don't meet with Anthony, I won't get the audition. And did I tell you? They're planning a weeknight at Ernesto's reunion.
No way.
They are, and that's what, I can't believe they're making me re-audition for the role of the romantic interest, but...
Oh, Mama, you'll get it for sure. Or, sorry, Devin when we're in public. Devin.
Devin, exactly, darling. Now, and you didn't hear this from me, but Carnegie Hewler's Weekend On, I've heard something about a potential revamp of that too. So, darling, things were going to turn around for us. And when they do, I will be sure to make sure that I parlay some of my success into yours, okay?
Thank you, Mama.
Of course,
Devin.
darling. That's all right. And, well, I have to go meet Anthony, but, I love you. And remember, darling, it's not enough to be good. You have to be the best.
Always the best.
Mwah, mwah. She kisses
Mwah,
you on
mwah.
both cheeks. You do the same. And as she goes to leave, she turns back to look at you for a moment and goes, your jeans are looking just a little tight, dear. And gets back on the elevator. The doors ding shut behind her, and you are left standing in the hallway. We return to just a few moments earlier, getting off of the elevator. Is a family of 4. 2 parents, a large dog, and Vic and Doe, can you please describe your characters for me?
Doe, you want to go first? You want me to go first?
Go first. You would always go first.
Okay. That's very true. I play Fleur Farrow. Hi, everyone. I am a 5 foot tall human. I have beautiful, lush, perfect, long, blonde curls. They are like a golden blonde. I've got big blue eyes, and fashion is just something I truly love. I'm wearing a blue crop top that says Angel on it, and then some like flared blue jeans. There's definitely some sort of like bedazzling on all of the jean pockets. I have several bracelets on. I'm wearing a hair clip that has a sun on it, and a charm bracelet that has a sun and a moon on it. And Fleur is just like taking everything in and is so excited.
In contrast to his twin sister, Ian is about 6'2", has dark brown hair. It's kind of curly, kind of falls in his face. And then one side is kind of like shaved or like cropped a little bit, which is a new style in honor of freshman year of college, for the record. He is wearing a jean jacket with a sweatshirt underneath. It's probably an Eylas U sweatshirt today in honor of move-in. And then he's got some like tannish jean corduroy baggy pants that he has rolled, and then of course some green Chuck Taylors. He also has some tortoiseshell glasses and lots of freckles. He is holding the leash to his dog, who is a big, fluffy Saint Bernard named Aspen.
So, Fleur, Aspen, Ian, you and your parents, Jack and Fiona, step off of the elevator after being kind of shoved past by a woman in a scarf with these really long red nails and her sort of timid-looking child. As you all kind of recollect yourselves, your mother, Fiona, looks at the piece of paper she's been holding all day. It's kind of tear-stained. She's very upset that her baby birds are leaving the nest, and she goes, okay, so Fleur, Ian, it looks like you're on different sides of the hall. It's gonna be the furthest away you've been from each other since you were in utero, but I'm sure you'll do great. And also, this is going to sound crazy, but I'm pretty sure that was Devin Hepburn in the elevator with us. Our first date was to one of her movies, so as you can imagine, I'm feeling very, okay,
Fleur looks at Ian and is like, who?
Ian shrugs and is like, Mom, it's gonna be okay.
I'm not sure it's gonna be okay.
No,
Your father, Jack, is significantly taller than your mother. Your mother's about 4'11". She's even shorter than Fleur somehow. Meanwhile, your father is about 6'2", tall, thin man with a very serious expression who kind of crosses his arms and sort of takes one hand, pats his wife's head, and goes, There, darling, they'll be fine. He is, Fleur, you notice, standing rather close to your mother and you, but there is, as always, a good 3 feet between him and your brother. You take notice of this just as your mother does, and she shoots you a very pointed and knowing look. She then says to her husband as she wipes her eyes, why don't you boys go get Ian and Aspen settled in the room, and I can help you, Fleur, give your room more of a feminine touch, okay, sweetheart?
So we're bedazzling things like today, right now. We're gonna bedazzle things like right now,
Mom,
or should I wait until you're gone?
I don't really know how to decorate. Maybe you could come with me instead.
Oh, darling, your father's... He has his own skills, and I'm sure he'd be able to help you, okay? Why don't you and I just say goodbye now, and I'll come up for brunch in just a couple of weeks, okay?
We're gonna say goodbye right now in the hallway?
Well, darling, I have to go help your sister, and your father will help you, and frankly, if I stay longer than another 25 minutes, I will just set up an inflatable mattress halfway between your rooms here at the elevator and stay here for the rest of the semester.
Okay, never mind, Mom, never mind. And Ian, approaches his mom and gives her a quick, tight hug, and then turns and, tuts to Aspen to follow him down the hall.
As you go to leave, she pulls you very close to her, and she is, like I said, very short. You have to lean down to hug her, and as you do, she pulls you very close, and she whispers in your ear, I am so proud of you, baby. And I hope you know that you coming into our lives is the best thing that ever happened to us. She kisses your cheek, and as she pulls back, there's new tears in her eyes. Your mother has just been turning on the waterworks today. She passes by your ear and whispers so quietly, you almost miss it. And that means all of us. Okay, baby?
I love you, Mom. I'll see you soon, okay?
I love you too, darling. You take care of yourself, eat your vegetables, and be sure that you feed Aspen 3 times a day and walks twice a day at minimum, okay? All right?
And take care of Aspen, Mom.
And you call me if you need anything, okay, darling?
You got it.
Okay. Meanwhile, Fleur, your father gives you a warm hug and says, I couldn't be prouder that you're following in my footsteps. You know that, right?
I know, Dad.
Okay.
And I'm so excited too. And you know I'm excited too. And this is a good channel for all my stuff, and we know that.
We know that. And let me tell you, there's no shame in double majoring. You know, I started on the barbarian track, and then sophomore year I took some years of fighter courses, and you know, there's nothing wrong with being well balanced on the field.
Yeah.
But I know you. My little girl always makes me proud.
Thanks, Dad. That's all I ever want.
I know, and you know what? You meet expectations every time.
Thank you. I consider it a skill. And then she gives her dad a really big other hug and says, I love you, Dad.
I love you too, darling. Ian, as you turn to walk down the hallway and tut for Aspen to follow you, your father follows a few feet behind.
Before they go too far, I want Fleur to look at Ian and just go, Ian. And then she puts up a 3 and a 0 to indicate like 30 minutes. And then we need to talk again.
Ian raises a brow in response and then kind of does a slight head tilt before turning back down the hall.
All right. We return to Rosalie's room. Rosalie, you and your mother are saying tearful goodbyes, both of you crying a little bit. And as she wipes the tears from your eyes and gets ready to leave for real this time, I promise it's going to be for real this time, I did get you a little gift.
I mean, you didn't have to. I mean, like...
Well, I know, but you remember when we were packing and we were concerned that they wouldn't let you keep a candle lit, so I packed you that electric candle. Well, I did call, and they do have a religious exception for clerics of the Lady on Fire, and so I got you these. And she hands you a beautiful matchbox. It's only a few inches wide and a few inches tall, but it appears to be hand carved. Stained dark wood. The carving on top is the form of a woman stepping off of a cliff. You recognize this scene as the scene of the leap of faith in the story of the enlightenment of the Lady on Fire, her ascension. And as she hands it to you, she says, "This was my grandmother's, and now it is yours, so that you can tend the eternal flame."
It's like I'm taking my leap of faith. Like I'm the Lady on Fire.
You are, and you know you are the Lady on Fire because her spirit burns in all of us, right?
Oh, Mom, yeah, I feel her warmth. Oh, I'm gonna miss your warmth, though.
Oh, darling, like I said, you are the brightest light in my life. You burn brighter than anything else in the world, and I'm going to miss you so much, but I'm only 40 minutes away.
Okay, I wish Daddy was here.
I know, sweetie, and I'm sure he would have come if he could make it, and I'll tell you what, I will call him, and I will yell at him, and he will come and have coffee with you next weekend, okay?
You know, it's okay. Maybe I'll call him.
Okay, and you call him, and don't be afraid to yell at him, because they can act like he's all afraid of girls who yell, but you know what first attracted them to me? He liked how loud I yelled at concerts. So he can't tell you that they're intimidated. You tell them what's what, okay?
Okay, Mommy. I'll tell them. I'll tell them who I am.
Yeah, you set the world alight. As she's giving you this pep talk, the door swings open, and Essie, you stand in the doorway. You see your new roommate, Rosalie, talking to an elf that has to be her mother.
Hi.
Yeah. Hi. And I will wipe my hands on my skirt a couple times and like walk over and look over at my hand. And I'll be like, "Oh, you must be Esther."
Essie.
Essie. Sorry. I'm Rosalie.
Hi, Rosalie. It's so nice to meet you. Did you bring your cat?
Oh, no, I didn't bring my cat. I mean,
Oh,
School. Did you bring the posters?
I did. I have my whole collection of playthrills right here.
We can set them up. I mean, like, here's my mom.
Oh.
She was just leaving.
Hello,
Nice to
dear.
meet you, Mrs. Rosalie's mom. I'm
It's so-
Essie Hepburn.
Essie, it is so wonderful to meet you. Rosalie's been so excited to be friends with you. My name is Dr. Vivian Motley, but please call me Vivian. If you ever need anything, I work at the Hospital of the Lady on Fire, just a few blocks down the street. If you're ever sick, please give me a call. Any friend of my daughter's is a friend of mine. Just think of me as your mom away from home, okay? I'm happy to take care of you. We have family dinners, every Sunday. You're welcome to come. Rosalie, let me know if I'm embarrassing you or coming on too strong, but we take care of our own here, okay?
Well, that's so sweet. Thank you so much.
Of
Vivian?
course.
You know she could come to dinners.
Of course she
Oh
can
my
come to
God, I can
dinners.
bring my friends to dinner. Okay.
Yes, any of your friends can come. Next Sunday we will be having grilled cheese sandwiches and tomato soup.
The soup sounds lovely.
Oh, darling, are you allergic to cheese or gluten? I can always make things for you.
No, I'm just on a little bit of a diet.
Vivian kind of makes an expression that you don't really recognize, Essie, but Rosalie, you immediately recognize it as one of motherly concern. And she goes, "Oh, well, perhaps that's something we can talk about when you come to visit as well."
Oh yeah, I'd love to come and visit you at your hospital actually, because so I had this role, you might have seen me, in off-right physiology, and I'm really hoping that it becomes recurring. It's been a few years, but I mean, they're gonna bring me back, of course. So I was hoping maybe like to get a feel for like the character, like maybe one day I'll come back as like a med student or something and be like, oh, hey, you know?
Yes, you are welcome to come visit me. Rosalie can come too. All of the nurses love her. They just think that she's the greatest, and I'm sure they'll love you too.
I think it
that
would
be
really help with my
wonderful.
monologues.
Yeah, absolutely. You just have Rosalie give me a call, and we'll get that all figured out. And we'll see you on Sunday for dinner.
Wonderful,
Yeah.
thanks.
Okay, bye, Mom. Bye. And I kind of like push her a little bit.
She gives you a kiss on the forehead before you can like fully get out of her grasp, and then goes, "Okay, I love you. I'm so proud of you, baby."
I love you too. Bye. I'll call you. I'll see you soon. Okay.
Okay, bye, darling.
Bye.
Whoa, Rosalie,
Yeah.
your mom is like really emotional.
Yeah, I think it's very nice that she's very expressive.
Yeah.
As Motley's very expressive.
Geez, she's proud of you just for like getting into college.
I mean, it was a very hard trade to get into. Like, I worked very hard for this.
Oh, I didn't mean it like that.
Well, you said you do monologues? Do you write?
Well, I've been exploring a diary perhaps one day an autobiography. So I do write a little bit just about my like rise, I want to document my journey
God,
in
can I
life.
read
So
it?
when it's published, I'll send you a coupon code.
Oh, okay. Well, let's help you. Where's all your stuff?
Oh, this is it.
Oh, okay. Let's unpack it. What you need help with anything? But we can start. I was thinking we could like have our rooms kind of be matching and like spread out a little bit, but like only if that's okay with you, you know?
No, I would love that. I mean, matchy. I will say, I want to do something to make myself stand out a little bit. So I might do like a little pop of like yellow or gold or something. You know what I'm saying? I just don't believe in silver. So
Oh, silver.
second place is not an option.
Rosalie will like look at her like the silver that's on her necklace for the her cleric symbol and just quickly like put it in her shirt. He was like, "Yeah, I totally get that. Yeah, all about first. Yeah, we're winners here. We're students of Eylas U.
Exactly.
We did this."
We did do this. This is gonna be amazing. I cannot wait to meet everybody and to like hang out and to, like have fun.
So you two spend some time unpacking, decorating your room. You hang up all of the playbills that Essie has brought, a few framed photos of Rosalie's cat and her parents, and a picture of her dad and Harry, and a kind of stocky girl about your age with a unibrow, all these little framed photos. Essie, you hang up the poster of the episode of Off-White Physiology you were in. There's a poster of one of your mom's more famous movies, and not very many photos of much else from your life. Not a lot of personal photos, not a lot of photos of you and friends. Notably, there are no pictures of you and your mom. You do hang up a Christmas card, or not a Christmas, Winter Evening of Light celebration card on your wall that has a picture of your dad and his wife and a little girl, your half sister, up on the wall. It's kind of the last communication you've received from your father this year, but you're sure that he'll send you something for your birthday as well. The last thing you two do is plug in Essie's big, chunky desktop computer. It's the biggest item that she managed to bring, and as you plug it in, Essie, and sort of connect the internet cables that run through up into your dorm room into the back of the computer and fully connect to the extranet, you see that you have two notifications. You have an instant message from your chat app of choice and an email.
I will check the instant message first, Avi.
So the instant message is from your friend Huck. It's pretty basic. It's asking about your first day, whether, you've met your roommate, what you think of her, and what the dining hall food is like. It looks like Huck is requesting a summary of your first day, maybe to be given in the evening after you've experienced it.
I'll write myself a little note on a heart-shaped post-it that I have, or a star-shaped post-it that I have. Put it on the computer monitor and be like, message back Huck.
I'm looking over and I'm like, who's Huck?
Oh, Huck is just one of my friends.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. Do you have any internet friends?
I mean, I thought we were internet friends and
Oh, we're kind of in real life friends.
Oh my god, you're right.
That sounds like such a long phrase. I feel like we should shorten it. IRL?
IRL friends?
IRL friends.
We could, or there's another one I like. We could also just BFFs. That one's silly. It's all right. Anyways,
no, Leslie, I'll totally be your BFF.
Oh my god, really okay.
Cool. You can write all my plays and stuff for me.
Yeah, and we could totally have necklaces and you'll have the best because it's not silver, and I'll be the friends.
That sounds wonderful. I'll have the gold best, and you'll have the silver friends.
Yeah. And so, but yeah, maybe I'll make my more online friends too. Maybe we'll see.
I feel like we'll make a lot of friends. We're really pretty. So,
you think I'm pretty? Oh, you're really pretty too. Oh.
I am.
Oh my gosh. Do you think we're gonna meet a lot of boys maybe? Or maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too early. We're still like learning.
Are you trying to meet boys, Rosalie?
Maybe. I think like there's so many like college guys here.
I mean, we're college girls now.
I know, and there's gonna be college parties. And
Never been to a party before. Well, I've been to cast parties.
are they
So I've
like
been to
the
a few.
same thing?
They're like really fun.
Okay. Wait, let's go to one together, okay? And then like
You're
Rosalie will
kind
put
of
her.
just for the cast.
Yeah.
So if you get
Oh.
cast, like maybe you'll be an understudy. Like
On the stage? In front of everybody?
I think you'd be a great understudy. You don't have to really be on the stage unless somebody gets sick that way.
Yeah, I'll think about it, but maybe we can go to a different party where I don't have to do that.
Have you
We'll
ever-
see. We'll see.
Have you ever heard of frat parties?
Okay, I'm a little intimidated by them, but I'm so curious.
Me too. Cause it's gotta be full of
They're like,
really cool people.
listen, like all of the college AU stuff I've ever read, like frat parties are where it happens. Like kisses, like
That's the
drinking,
climax.
dancing. I want to feel sexy.
That's where you go from an ingenue to a leading lady.
Yeah,
We have
'cause
to go to a frat party.
we have to. I want to be the sexy girl. Cause like, listen, I know we're pretty, but we can be sexy.
I have the perfect choreography for that memorized, and I'm gonna put on Kraelyn, I guess would be an alternate name. A song called the Jail Block Tango.
Rosalie will sit down on her chair that's next to the desk and like be politely a audience member.
I'll go through the whole thing and then I'll be like, okay, so do you think you can do it?
Roll a performance check. You sort of you turn your back from your computer, ignore the blinking email notification, and you turn and you remove a CD from your bags, and you pop it into Rosalie's boombox that she has kind of sitting on her desk, and start to play. What did you roll?
A 10.
Okay, Rosalie. Your roommate is certainly enthusiastic. You don't know what this dance is supposed to look like. You're not very familiar with the original content that they're trying to emulate, but you do see her arms are kind of gawky and awkward, and as she goes to strike the final pose on her desk chair, she does kind of stumble over her chair for a moment.
Oh, very creative.
Sorry, I haven't been practicing in a while. Build up too much muscle.
I think we should put a pin on it and maybe get a second opinion to see if we're truly, tapping into our biggest potential of being sexy girls. Yeah, I'm gonna put a pin on it.
We have to find a sexy girl to
Right.
teach us how to be sexy girls.
Oh, you're totally right.
Speaking of sexy girls, actually just across the hallway, in the dorm next door, Fleur, you and your mother enter your dorm room. Seated on the bed, one of the beds, is a beautiful high elf woman. She's probably about 5'3", a little bit taller than you, muscular build, but also sort of curvaceous and beautiful. She's got long dark hair tied up into a ponytail, dark eyes, sort of medium skin tone with beautiful glossed lips, frosted eyeshadow, beautiful fluffy earrings on, a pink bedazzled crop top, a low-rise pair of flared jeans, much like yours, and a bedazzled pair of sneakers. She looks up from the bed where she is listening to sort of a compact disc player, pulls the headset off and goes, Fleur?
Fleur goes, ah, Camilla!
Oh my goddess, you are even prettier in real life!
Camilla, I was just gonna say that.
Oh my goddess, I am so excited to meet you.
Oh
you
my
must
God.
be Mrs. Farrow. Hi, I'm Cammie. I'm Fleur's roommate. Your mom goes, oh, it's so nice to meet you. It looks like you two are going to be friends. Fleur, I have a confession. I do not want to help you unpack it all. You have so much stuff that you brought. You certainly got my material girl gene.
Of course.
You know, Material Girl, of course, is a reference to the song You Are a Material Girl by Devin Hepburn, who we just saw in the elevator. I had to keep my cool, but anyways, no one listens to that song anymore. It's such a shame.
I gotta say, I've
Darling,
never heard it, Mom.
Yes, well, that's okay. You don't need to know all of my music. I'm not cool anymore, and that's just fine.
Yes,
Darling,
you are. Don't let anyone tell you that.
Oh, thank you. I do not want to help you unpack,
That's
and
okay.
frankly, this whole thing is rather overwhelming. I'm sure you know that the only reason why I offered to do it is, well, yes.
I know.
Your father is, well,
He's
He
just not
tries.
good at talking. The only reason
No.
he's good at talking is because I do the talking.
You do, darling, you do, and you are quite good at it. You get that from me, of course.
You.
Camilla's just kind of watching you and your mom go back and forth. Your mom, in many ways, looks almost identical to you. She's a human woman, very short. She's starting to go a little bit gray, but her hair is the same shade of blonde as yours. And she smiles at you, gives you a big hug, and goes, I'm not going to smother you, but I'm just a phone call away. I love you so much. I am so proud of you. Take care of your brother.
I will. You know I will.
Make sure nobody breaks his heart.
Oh, I'll break their heart first.
Well, darling, heartbreak is part of growing up, but just...
I meant literally, but it's fine.
I know, and that's what concerns me. All right, darling, you be good,
I will.
and darling, I would not be the woman I am today if I made my decisions about where I went to school or what classes I took based off of a boy.
Neither do I.
And I have to believe that you are too smart to make that decision for
Of course I'm
yourself.
too smart for that. I'm even doing lacrosse.
Of course, darling. She gives you a big hug, a big kiss on the cheek. You can feel that she's holding back tears still, but she's doing a very good job of remaining composed in front of your roommate and goes, Camilla, it was so nice to meet you. You're always welcome if you need any help. We live very close by, and
Car.
good luck at tryouts, and yes, I love you.
I love you, Mom.
Okay, darling. She gives you a kiss on the cheek again and leaves the door, shutting it behind you. And Cammie turns to you and goes, okay, I'm so excited you're here. I held off on the bedazzler until you got here, but I have a mini fridge for us. I figured that we could bedazzle it together.
Absolutely.
Maybe the school logo, but pink and silver instead of blue and gold. What do you think?
I love it. What about baby pink and baby blue?
A woman after my own heart.
I'm having the thoughts. I'm thinking. Question, are Cammie and Fleur both the same curvaceousness, or is Fleur curvier than Cammie?
They're approximately the same curvaceousness. It seems like if you wanted to, you and your roommates could even share clothes.
Fleur looks at Cammie and goes, Cammie,
Yes, Fleur.
we're the same size. Do you know what that means? I know.
Oh my goodness.
It's
oh
literally
my goddess.
double the outfit opportunities like that.
Like that. Oh, we're gonna just be able to like every morning, like we can do like a little fashion show
Yes.
and like pick it out for each other.
Yes.
You know what that means?
What?
Tryouts are tonight, right? So
Are they?
yeah, like after the.
You're right.
Yes. Yes.
Sorry,
Did you-
I'm not. Sometimes I just like forget the important things, but I always
Listen.
remember it in time. I never miss things.
Yeah,
I just
mean,
sometimes
like,
have to run to them.
I'm such a space cadet too. Don't even worry about it. I was gonna say like we should go there together after
Yeah.
the like dean speech or whatever that we have to go
Oh,
to.
absolutely.
Yes. Okay. Awesome. I have my stick here. I was gonna put more tape on it. If you want some, it is pink.
Fleur has her own baby blue tape.
Oh my goddess!
She like
Fleur.
pulls it out of her bag of holding and is like,
I'm so excited, Fleur. I have to tell you. Okay, it seems like I don't like on a scale of like 0 to 10. How much would you care if I like told you that I like already have a date?
I want to know all about it.
Okay. Yes. All right. So here's the deal.
Okay.
Okay. So I got here like yesterday because, well, so the deal with, I told you about like my dad, right?
Yeah.
So like the deal is, I know that I told you like my dad's like in the military or whatever, but the reality is that like, I was born in Lake Aquara, and my dad, my dad was like the Aquarian ambassador for like the last conclave or whatever. So we moved here when I was like 7, 8, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so like I grew up in like Stonesea or whatever, but because my dad's the ambassador and with the conclave coming up this year, it's like been such a pain in the butt. Like I had to get here a day early so that his security team could like go through and scope out the building and everything. They might have maybe done like a background check on you, and if that happened, I'm so sorry, but like
Honestly,
apparently
nothing
it
to
didn't turn
hide.
up anything.
I've got
Yeah,
nothing to hide.
so like anyways, I got here a day early is what I was trying to say, and so I went and I watched a men's lacrosse practice because, you know, like gotta scope the hotties before like anyone else gets here, right? Yeah, absolutely. And so while I was there, this guy like came over to me and he was like, hi, and I was like, hi, and he was like, what's your deal? And I was like, oh, you know, my deal's like whatever. Anyway, so his name's like Dane. And he's like on the lacrosse team and on the tackle ball team, and he's like in a fraternity and whatever. Anyways, we're
Wait,
gonna
like
go
frat parties?
yeah, like frat parties.
Yes.
So like we're gonna go like get dinner tomorrow. But I thought I should tell you so that we can like choose an outfit. Like
Absolutely. Yeah.
maybe like
obviously.
after dinner tonight we can like
Definitely.
pick out.
We'll do tryouts and then we'll come back. And then before we go to bed, we can pick your outfit for tomorrow so we don't even have to worry about it.
Okay, perfect. But like we gotta go get dinner after tryouts because like, you know what, the most important thing after you exercise is to like eat a lot of protein, get your carbs. Like I am not a girl who like skips meals. That's just like not who I am.
Cammy,
Yeah?
I have a twin,
Yeah.
but I'm wondering if you might be my third twin.
Is that like quadruplets or something?
Yeah.
Oh my god, we might secretly be quadruplets.
That's what I think because we're the same. I
So,
love you
like,
already.
What's your twin's name?
Oh, his name's Ian. He's going to be here in like, how many minutes has it been?
Like 15.
Like probably 15 minutes.
Your twin is a boy?
Yeah. He's
Is
off
he,
limits
like-
though.
Oh.
Sorry.
I was gonna ask if he's like you, because like that would be like
No, he's the opposite of me. He's got a dog though. I love Aspen.
I like dogs. I'm a little bit allergic to them.
Oh.
I mean
I'll
like
have him
if
stay on our side of the room or like outside the door.
like if you want to bring the dog in, that's fine because I have a bedazzled mini vacuum.
You are thinking all the same thoughts that I would be thinking.
Down the hall, past the elevator, on the other side of the dormitory. Ian, you walk into your dorm room. Your roommate is not here. It's very clear that they were here recently. There's a like little jacket sort of hung over the chair. You notice that half the furniture in this room is tiny. It looks like a very short person lives here. There's a little desk, a little chair. Next to the desk and chair is a regular-sized desk and chair. The bed has been lofted, it looks like, to accommodate for a companion animal. You were able to bring in Aspen because animal companions for rangers and familiars for casters are subject to a service animal exception for the dorms. So you were able to bring Aspen in just fine. Your father walks in behind you, and the door shuts. You are both kind of standing in a quiet room together.
Do you think my roommate's a halfling?
I mean, could be a dwarf or maybe a gnome. I don't know how many gnomes I've seen around Eylas. That would be pretty unique. So, well, my guess is, halfling or dwarf, maybe.
And then Ian bends down to take the leash off of Aspen to kind of like let him go, and puts his like hand against his forehead. Dad, I asked my roommate if they like dogs, and they said small animals were okay. And now I think I know why.
Well,
Yeah.
that's a toughie.
Yeah, I guess we'll figure it out.
Yep. Well, Florian, if you needed to, you could always...
Ian, please.
Right, yeah. You could always put him on the dog and have Aspen sort of be like their chariot. I'm not really an ideas guy. That's more of your mom's thing.
It's definitely an idea, though. I think it's, yeah.
Yep.
Honestly, I kind of want to see it.
Well, I'm sure you could make that.
So, yeah, I guess, throw those boxes on the bed, maybe, Dad?
Your dad lifts up and sets the boxes one by one on the bed and looks at you for a moment and goes, so I'm sure we'll see you pretty often. We're close by.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of sticks out his hand for like a stiff handshake with you.
Ian's gonna, like, instead of, like, shaking it, go in and, like, kind of high five but, like, from the side. And he's
he like grabs your hand and, like, kind of awkwardly gives you, like, half of a bro hug. And, like, the whole interaction, you don't get a high five, you don't get a handshake, and you don't get a hug. You get, like, a really awkward, stiff combination of the three.
Okay, Dad, thanks for carrying my stuff.
Yep.
I'll see you maybe for dinner later, maybe this weekend. I don't know.
Yeah. Yes, your mother and I would like that. Good luck. Study hard. He goes to, like, kind of open the door, and as he does, he turns back and looks at you, and there's an expression on his face that you don't recognize. He goes, listen, Ian, my father was very hard on me, and I know I haven't exactly been easy on you either.
Cool. It's cool, Dad. It's great.
He nods, and he kind of looks like he's gonna say more. But the door swings open, and through the door strolls a gnome. Their face covered in thick white cream. They've got, like, a book under one arm and an open cell phone in the other, and they look kind of distracted, but they look up and see you, and your father notices the arrival of your roommate and awkwardly holding the door open gives you a firm nod and says, study hard and keep an eye on your sister. And the door closes behind him, leaving Vesper, you're standing there.
I shoved my book under my arm and prestidigitation the cream off my face.
Ian just like,
and then just like looks around, just like, hi, I'm Vesper. And then like get my book and like go towards my desk to like put my stuff down.
Are you shaking physically?
No, I just like couldn't figure out what to. I was like too many tasks.
Ian lets out a sigh and goes, "Thank the goddess, dude. You could not have come at a more perfect time." My dad was about to get really fucking weird.
Oh, I was gonna apologize. It seemed like you were saying goodbye to your.
Cool. We have a weird relationship, and that was the best way to end things, to be honest with you.
Then I'm happy to help, I guess.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. My mom asked me to send her a picture of where you were using her. She's very overbearing sometimes. It was easier just to do it. I did not. You weren't here when I left. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, so I realize now why you said the small animals thing, but this is Aspen. He's really chill.
I think we're about the same height, but I still kind of like cower and kind of look up a little bit. And I
As
go,
you do
can
so,
I? And I just
Aspen?
like do put a hand out, but like I can speak with small beasts. That's why I said that, but I can't talk to you, and they just look so sad.
Aspen sniffs at your hand as you hold it out and shoves his face around your hand to give you a just like sopping wet lick across the face.
Oh man, I'm so sorry. I know you just washed your face, but he's like really
I'm
friendly.
fine. I'm glad I wiped it off. I don't want him to get sick.
Oh, he's eating some weird shit. Let me tell you. But it's
but no, it'll I'm sure it'll be okay. Like I said, like I don't need that much space, so I think we'll be okay. And I give him like a tentative pet.
But you don't need to speak to him anyways. He's kind of like just thinking about playing BALL like 24/7 or WALK. So yeah, just maybe don't say those words around him. If you do by accident, it's fine, but maybe give me a heads up because he gets really excited, and no offense, but like he could maybe take you out.
Yeah, I'll do that. I think I never thought I'd have to ask if shield works on dog bites, but we're gonna say it'll be okay.
He won't bite you.
Okay, it's just I'm looking at him like I look up at Ian and I'm like, his face is, my head is the size of his mouth.
He's got a really big head, to be fair.
Yeah.
So you're already unpacked. When did you get here?
Oh, I got here last week. I was sort of allowed. Well, I kind of had to move in earlier. I'm tutoring. I'm in the academic honors, so I tutor. So I had to like do that orientation first, which means I've been set up, and I meant to chat you and ask if you wanted me to get anything ready, but I didn't write it down, and so I think I forgot.
Ian walks over to his desk and like pulls out the desk chair and like sits over it in the way that only like a teen boy would, where he's like on the wrong side of the chair and kind of leans on the back of the chair and goes,
"Hell yeah."
Did you say a tutor?
Yeah.
Okay, listen, that's really helpful because I don't think I mentioned I have a twin sister. Her name's Fleur.
That's
we're
so
both
cool.
Really dumb, but I know she's really into getting on this lacrosse team, and I'm thinking academics are going to be important. So maybe you could help us out.
Oh,
like not cheating, like just like genuine tutoring to be.
Okay, I didn't think you meant cheating, but I'm glad you clarified. I'm happy to help if I can. Yeah, of course.
Well, and like, I don't want you to think that I'm like using you. Like, I just meant like we might genuinely need it.
No,
and I'm
it's
happy
fine.
to-
Listen, I totally, I absolutely get, you know how they say, you said your twin was a barbarian.
Mhm.
I understand the brute forcing your way mentally through things. So I think maybe I can help her.
You probably can. Me though, I'm not like dumb per se. I just am only interested in the things that I'm interested in.
That's really, it's hard to focus on things you don't much care about.
True. By the way, what's your major? You're wearing like a bard shirt?
Yeah. No, yeah. I'm a wizard. I'm in the arcane arts.
Oh, so
But,
you're like
but-
really smart.
I mean, I guess like, but like book smart. Like I can't. I don't know how to like. I know it's the theory of a lot of stuff, but I guess I'm here to like learn to actually do the stuff that I know about. But yeah, my parents are bards. That's why the sweatshirt. That's the only reason.
Your parents didn't want you to be a bard?
Um.
I'm just
Yeah,
kidding. I mean, glad to hear that you're excited to study wizarding. That sounds really sick. Maybe you can like
Yeah, I mean,
mage
you know,
or
if
something.
you, I do know bard spells. So if that's what you were expecting or wanted, then that's okay, and I can do that too.
You don't need to sing to me. That's chill. That's cool. That's fine.
Okay,
I'm
awesome.
Just
Good.
messing with you.
I don't know why you'd ever meet her, but if my mom asks, can you just tell her I wrote you a song? Just like, she'll bother you about it if she ever shows
Wrote
up.
me a song?
Yeah, it's a bard thing. Apparently.
Sure. Yeah, it was a great song. Thanks for that. And Ian pulls out his sending stone and it looks at the time and he's like, I just got to meet my sister soon. We got to have a rundown about the thing that just happened with my dad. But
As you say
of
that,
course, yeah.
there is a knock at the door.
Is it latched closed?
It swings open, and standing framed in the doorway is a human wizard.
Oh.
She's about 5'10", 5'11", looks to be maybe 19, 20 years old, dressed in denim cutoffs and an Eylas U t-shirt. She smiles at you all pretty professionally. Hi, my name's Marguerite Martin. I'm one of the RAs on this floor. I just thought I'd let you know the dean's speech starts in like half an hour, and it is required that you attend. So if you're still getting to know each other, that's fine. But you should definitely head out in a few minutes. You don't want to be late. It's awkward if you get there in the middle of it. Don't ask me how I know. Again, hi, my name's Marguerite. I'm a wizardry major. If you need any help finding your way around campus, knowing what food in the cafeterias, gross. I got you. I know all of the dining hall hacks and yeah. Sorry.
Actually, and Ian pulls out of his pocket like a folded campus map.
Yeah.
Where is the dean's speech?
Oh, yeah. Of course you need to know that. That's gonna be at the Nest, Griffin Field. You can get in through the main entrance. I think all the side entrances are closed. They're taking security like really seriously, apparently. I was interviewed by like a Secret Service guy yesterday.
Is that normal?
Is that it? I mean, it's a big school. I'm not surprised that maybe there's like someone important here, you know?
Someone
I can't tell you any more than that. I had to sign a non-disclosure agreement. I might have
sounds like
just
a lot for
violated
you.
it. Yeah, I came here to learn how to cast spells. It is a lot of reading.
Me too. Also,
Yeah.
Jesper, I'm a wizard. I will totally take you up on those things.
Yes,
the things you said, all of those.
Cool. I gotta go. There's just 2 other dorms I haven't visited, and they're on the other side of the hall. Efficiency's not really my. It's nice to meet you, Vesper, and
Ian.
Nice to meet you. I like your shoes. You're both wearing the same. I gotta go. Nice to meet you. I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Campus safety. There's a bulletin board. Look at it. Rescue position. Good to know. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Bye. She takes off down the hall.
Awesome.
Ian looks down at his shoes and then over at Vesper's, and he's like, "Oh, sick chucks."
Yeah, I was gonna say the same.
I always wear
they're
green though, only green.
only green. Okay, good to Good to know. I don't only wear green, but I like green. I'm wearing green, just not all green.
Right. So the dean thing. I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
To my sister's, but why don't you come meet my sister, and then we can go to the dean thing together.
Sure. That. Okay. We can do that. Yeah.
I'm also saying this because if I didn't bring you to my sister, and if I didn't ask you to the dean's speech, she would literally murder me. She is a barbarian, after all. I'm just warning you.
I don't want her. I don't want her to. She's your sister.
No, you're good, but it's the whole socializing and making friends.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean now.
Yeah.
You were being figurative. Okay. Yeah. Sure.
So,
Let's go.
As you go out into the hallway, you see that Cammy and Fleur have been kind of drawn out of their room by Marguerite, the RA. Essie, Rosalie, Marguerite does stop by your room and kind of just by popping her head in makes Rosalie anxious enough to come out into the hallway. So Fleur, Cammy, Essie, and Marguerite, you are all standing in the hallway together, watching as Ian, a tall, handsome, sort of human man with kind of swept to the side hairstyle, pair of Chuck Taylors, a large dog, and a short gnome, dressed in sort of nerd couture, come down the hallway towards you.
Ian!
Oh my god, Floor.
Cam, you're muted.
You're not.
Oh my god.
Dad did the dumbest thing.
What did he do, though?
Uncomfortable. He tried to
You make it 100 times worse every time because you just go, "Yeah, Dad, that was a good idea. I bet, Dad." Every time, Ian.
That's what he did, though. He said, "Oh, by the way, Vesper, my dad thinks you should ride Aspen at some point." It's really funny.
Dad said that?
Right.
Dad said that.
And I look at Aspen.
I mean, you're welcome
Okay.
to. I don't. It's up to you.
But I think
Fleur goes,
I can walk.
"Who are you?" "I'm Fleur. I'm Ian's twin."
Oh,
Hi.
I for some reason I thought you would look more like that's on me though. Sorry. It's nice to meet you.
Eternal twins.
Ian has enlisted me to help you. I'm a wizard. I tutor.
Tutors.
Oh my god, so you're really
Lacrosse.
smart?
Really?
I can make sure you stay on the team.
I mean, I'm pretty smart too, but I would love some help.
Yeah,
No,
I look at
I
Ian,
would
I'm like, then
listen. I love help. I love it.
Listen, Fleur.
This is
no big
Cammy.
deal,
This
but-
is my roommate Cammy, by the way.
Hi, I'm Cammy. Cammy waves at you, Vesper, and Ian, she looks at you for a moment. And can you roll an insight check?
Ya betcha. I gotta find. I don't know what my insight is. Everything's so new.
It's brand new.
It should be decent. The ranger casting modifier is wisdom.
Rosalie, as your
20, a natural 20.
No
plus
fucking way.
So,
23.
before I tell you what you notice, go ahead. Essie and Rosalie, you should probably be having an exchange during this.
Rosalie, as your new BFF, I'm going to let you call dibs.
I mean, like,
I'm gonna kick
like-
all of your asses.
but that's like a hot guy. Like I know I'm pretty, but
Rosalie!
like,
Rosalie, you look at me. Look at me. Look at me.
yeah.
You are hot.
I am. Okay. I
You
am okay.
got this.
Does Fleur notice this
I'm
exchange?
gonna be
I
Just
got it.
aggressive
woman.
whispering across the hallway.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
You got
Okay.
this.
Okay.
Hey.
Yeah.
We're gonna have our leading lady moments.
We're gonna. Do I need to do the dance now?
Later, we'll teach you the choreography.
Okay.
As they whisper, Ian, Cammy looks at you. She was grinning at Vesper and gave him a little, "Hi, I'm Cammy. You can call me Cammy." Her eyes land on you. And you've never met this girl before. You don't know her mannerisms, but you do recognize something in her changes, just very briefly. And there's a look of almost recognition in her eyes, but it passes very quickly, and she goes back to sort of bubbly, almost Fleur-like energy as she goes, "Hi, Ian! It's nice to meet you. My name's Camila. You can call me Cammy. I'm Fleur's roommate. She's literally the coolest girl I've ever met in my entire life, other than like maybe me, but like it's close. Like you might be cooler than I am."
I was gonna say Camila's really cool.
Oh my gosh, you're wearing a bedazzled crop top, dear.
We
dear
both
goddess.
have bedazzlers.
We
Yeah.
both have bedazzlers.
Well, I'm glad that's gonna work out for you guys. It's so good to meet you.
And
I look up at Ian. I go, I do not own a bedazzler.
He
You're
likes
gonna be my
that.
best- you're
He's
be
gonna
my
like
best
that.
friend,
Yeah.
like my best friend.
And Fleur notices the two across the hall now because it's directly across the hall, right?
like they are just standing like probably 10 feet away from you. You just were interacting with Ian and
Hi, I'm Fleur Farrow. Hi. Who are you guys?
Hi.
Is this your first year?
Yes. Hi, I'm
Hi.
Essie Hepburn. You may
Fleur shakes
recognize
her
me
hand.
from a few different things. I was Jewel in a logo production of Romaine and Jewel.
Local
And-
where?
Fraylin.
Not local. Sorry.
We're from.
Would I have seen
Eylas.
that or known
We're
about
from
that?
Eylas. I'm so sorry.
I would like all of you to roll an insight check. All of you.
I rolled a
13.
17. Oh.
24.
12.
Wow.
12.
A 23
I got a 19
natural
plus
20.
5.
All right.
Oh.
Who got a 24? Vesper. I'm going to start with you. Vesper, there hasn't been a production of Romaine and Jewel in Fraylin in 4 years. You know this because your father directed the most recent production of Romaine and Jewel. Who got the next highest? Was that Rosalie?
I got a 17. I think.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I was like, it wasn't me.
Cam, you watch as Vesper makes a puzzled face at your proclamation. Rosalie, it hits you that for some reason your roommate, even though you just met for the first time, seems really familiar to you. You used to, in high school, climb up to the box of the auditorium because it was typically empty, and you'd bring it with you, the library books you'd smuggle out of the library. And for some reason, your roommate brings to light this memory. Fleur, you had to read Romaine and Jewel once in a literature course, and it was
mediocre at best.
yeah, it was boring. Ian, musical theater is like an instrument of the very rich to oppress the very poor by denying them access to the best performances so that they're forced to see high school renditions of things.
Ugh, the worst.
In fact, musical theater on Thinway, which is the top musical theater in Fraylin, in the Bardic Center, is totally inaccessible because tickets are like 6 gold a piece.
Oh, I'm pissed.
Don't get him started. Don't.
Theater.
So
Do you know,
Oh,
you're
I like-
Essie. Who are you?
I'm Rosalie.
Hi, Rosalie.
Hi.
Wait. Do I know you?
I mean, like we went to high school. Maybe. I mean, like I know, like
Ian.
of you.
You went.
But
You went to.
I like have a really vague recollection of the glasses. That's it, though.
No, the pigtails with.
Did
the
we
class
ever
boots.
talk?
No.
Oh, that explains it.
Oh. What class were you in?
Rosalie's a writer.
I mean, like trying to be. Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah. And,
What do you write?
I like to write romances.
Rosalie, I love romance. I've had
Really does.
several myself.
I'm more of a
Me
suspense
too.
novel fan, to be honest with you. But
Rosalie,
sick that you're right.
I have a date tomorrow. I'll have to tell you about it on our way to the. Yeah.
Oh.
Speaking of, I really don't want to walk in while he's like talking.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
that's
god,
where
the
came.
dean. Goddess.
Yeah,
sorry.
like I don't want her to. I just don't want her to notice me if we're late.
No, we have to make call time, guys.
Do you know the dean? Anyways, Ian unfolds his map and points to Griffin Field. He's like, "Our RA said that this is where it's at, so not
That's
too
where
far."
the tackle ball stadium is. That's where Dane plays tackle ball.
Is that where
Is
we play
Dane your
lacrosse?
date?
Dane is the guy I have a date with. No, so we play lacrosse. There's like a lacrosse field that's like immediately adjacent to
Yeah.
it. Like,
Okay.
I'll show you as we like walk
Yeah.
by because like we'll have to go there like immediately after the
I
dean
figured,
speech. Anyways, you should bring your stick. We should
Great,
grab our
yeah.
pads and our sticks.
Yeah, let's grab our stuff.
Wait, you
Oh,
have
we
to-
would have forgotten that.
Are you trying out after this?
Yeah, it's like right after the speech.
Are we
But
gonna do dinner?
then we should meet up for dinner. Cammy and I are gonna do dinner, but then we have to do
But we
Ian's
don't-
gonna come to dinner because like Ian and I always
should,
do
like,
dinner.
always.
It's
We
like
should
our
like
rule.
all come to
Wait,
dinner.
what
We
if
should,
we
like,
all
like,
did
all
dinner?
Of us. Yeah.
All of
You
us,
wanna
yeah.
come, Vesper?
Yeah.
Sure. I guess.
You just have to wait until after our tryouts.
So like you can like
Oh,
come to our
that's fine.
tryouts.
Yeah, you should come to
Like-
our tryouts.
Like Rosalie could like write us a cheer, right? And then like Essie, like you're like an actor. You could like do the like cheer.
I'll take like Aspen.
I
for a
can
walk
take on
around
that
while
role.
while you practice. We'll just
Oh,
go around
perfect.
the Field or something.
I think the only things I could help with might probably be cheating, so I'm not going to do that for you. Sorry.
Yeah,
Well,
like
you know,
we don't like
get to
need
know
to
each
cheat
other.
because we're like super athletic.
really
Yeah, I mean,
good.
you're both so buff.
Vesper, thank you.
You little flirt.
Oh my
it's just a fact. I was being observant.
Flirtatiously observant. Okay, let's go see the dean's speech before we get distracted.
Observation is neutral.
Fleur grabs her like bag, which is bedazzled the hell out of. It's like a baby blue like fabric. Let's call it likey. And it's got like, like just like designs of like flowers in like silver and gold and pink and blue bedazzling. She throws it over her shoulder with the stick hanging out. And she's like, all right, I'm ready.
I'm ready too. I love the bedazzle on your bag. Do you like the bedazzle on my bag?
I love it. I love the reds.
Oh, thank you. Yes, reds and pinks, warm colors always.
I'm very like blues, creams.
Well, of course you would be. You have that beautiful blonde hair and those gorgeous blue eyes.
Oh, thank you.
Right? Yeah. Okay. Let's go.
Yeah. And then Fleur kind of like is like, we're
following you, Fleur. We're coming. All of us are coming.
perfect, good. And Fleur like heads out of the building.
But
then as she gets to the exit of the
I probably start
building-
lagging behind, considering I have a little less movement than everyone. I have 25 feet instead of 30.
Ian's gonna ask you again. I know. Don't be offended, but you can ride Aspen if you'd like.
I think it's okay for now, but I'm warming up to the idea. Strangely.
Oh well, I'll just walk slower. It's cool. Aspen can go have a Fleur.
Thank you.
Of course.
As Aspen comes up to where Fleur is, she just like absentmindedly scratches his head. Like this is like a totally normal thing. She doesn't even have to notice him walking up. It's just like a thing.
Hey, Fleur,
Hi, Rosalie.
I didn't know you knew who I was. Like, I knew who you were because, you were very, bright.
Thank you.
And blue.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited to see how college will go. Maybe we'll. I don't know. You were always so pretty popular, so.
Well, like we're friends now. You live across the hall from me. Like
Oh,
we're friends now. That's how this works.
okay.
Obviously.
I look back at Essie. I'm like, I have a friend.
Oh.
Rosalie was just telling me
Mhm.
how she really wants a bedazzled bag, just like yours.
Do you?
I mean, like,
Fleur
You don't have
pulls
to
her
say yes,
bedazzler out of
Rosalie.
her
You
bag
do
of
not
holding.
have to say yes. In fact, please say no.
So Fleur has this it's like a 2000s tiny purse. And it's like a baby blue color and it's got like a little like halo stitched on it with the word angel underneath. All bedazzled, and it's a bag of holding. And so she reaches in and like the bag ends here, so she sticks her arm down, but her arm goes through the like what should be the bottom, and she pulls out a bedazzler and she goes, literally whenever. I keep it with me at all times.
Or put it
Is that
away. Oh my
bedazzled
emergency bedazzler.
bedazzler?
Yeah, of course. I used my mom's bedazzler to bedazzle the bedazzler.
Your mom has a bedazzler?
Of course, my mom has a
Yes. Oh my
bedazzler.
god, yes.
Yeah.
Your mom
Okay, I'm
let you
updating
use her
like
stuff?
my like dream mom thing. Like I loved your mom the moment she walked in.
Yep.
You're like so lucky. I only have a dad and he's like lame.
It's okay. My mom will totally like you can come for family dinners and like she'll be your mom.
Oh, awesome. I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll definitely come by.
Yeah.
You don't
If
have
you're
to,
allowed.
you don't want to.
No, like I'm allowed. It's nothing. It's nothing.
Yeah. Can Fleur roll insight?
Yeah, go for it.
Bit
Yeah.
weird. Or perception? Can she roll? I guess it would be perception. Like is
I
she
go, can
perceiving
I-
this weird shit?
Can I have started to like just sort of ramble on, like not knowing what? Oh, did you get a nat 20?
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit!
You notice that Camilla's been being a little odd, and it's weird. She's really excited to be friends with you. She seems pretty interested in talking to Rosalie and Essie and Vesper. There's something about Ian. You realize that she was friendly to him. She seemed nice to him. She wasn't mean to him. She seems almost off-put by his presence.
That and Fleur won't show it, but that immediately sours Fleur a little bit on her.
Like, there's nothing cruel about it.
No.
There's nothing, like, she's not ignoring him. She just, there's something awkward there.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem ill-intentioned.
Fleur catches on to that and is like, she better not be mean to him.
Can I?
But she doesn't say anything. She just lets it go.
I want to have happily been just like chatting along at Ian. Not I don't know if to Ian, but at Ian about like the theory of extra dimensional spaces.
I think Ian would be interested in this. Actually, it's kind of up
Because
his
it's
alley.
like
and
I saw what Fleur did, and I was like, did you know? And this and that. It's like I'll never get tired of.
You like exploded Ian's mind. His eyes are so huge right now, and he's like fidgeting absently with a bracelet, like kind of in a panic as you've opened up this whole realm
no.
to him.
Do I notice?
Yeah, like you think
Okay.
that Ian is impressed by the depth of your knowledge on this particular weird subject.
He's like, you really do know a lot. This is absurd. I never even.
So you get to the stadium, You enter, you take your seats. There's a few there's a lot of folding chairs, but there's a group of folding chairs all seated together. Fleur, you do notice that Camilla sits next to Ian, and seems to hold like a pleasant conversation with him. It's just like not as aggressively friendly as it was with everyone else. There's something hesitant there.
Okay.
And the stadium falls quiet. There's all of these freshmen there as a halfling woman, about 88 years old, just nearly ancient, walking with a cane, walks up to a podium. There must be a stool or something behind the podium because she still looks appropriately sized to this podium that's like nearly twice her height. And she goes, "Welcome all to Eylas University. My name is Dean Madrigal Tumbletwig, and it is my utmost pleasure to welcome you to the ranks of adventurers who have called Eylas U home. Welcome all. The responsibilities you will face in the coming years are great and many. The fights you have coming glorious and for good cause. But do not lose yourself in your goals. We all aim, those who walk the hallowed halls of this university, to become great heroes, immortalized in myth. But do not waste your time dreaming of the future when there is life to be lived here and now. The most important thing you can do well here is find and form your own adventuring parties. In fact, that is key to your success at this university. The best parties, dear students, are friends. Become friends with each other. Put your faith and your trust in one another. Complete your mandated quests together, but also embark on the quest of friendship. Get involved here on campus, dear students. Get involved on campus, become members of our various clubs, attend the club fair tomorrow, and don't be afraid to become who you're meant to be." Vesper, you feel as if she is staring into your soul as she says, "Some of you may begin on one path and find that another is better for you, and whatever makes you a better hero, a stronger adventurer, is the path you are meant to tread. Each one of you has intrinsic value. And here at Eylas U, we hope to take that value and mine it to its core. Find the gold within you all. I am so excited for you all to discover yourselves here at university and become the best heroes possible. Welcome to Eylas U. Go Griffins!" As she does that,
or not Leon. Oh my god. Fleur goes, "Go Griffins!" as soon as she says it.
there's like a big cheer, and one of the RAs standing behind you goes, "Caca!"
Yep.
The dean sort of steps down off of the podium as everyone bursts into applause, and your RAs kind of go, "Okay, everybody, you've got like an hour, and then the dining hall will be open for dinner. Feel free to like explore campus, whatever." And everyone kind of stands up and starts to file out of the stadium.
Where's your
All right,
lacrosse
so we're all
practice?
going to lacrosse tryouts, right?
Absolutely. And
then,
Ian, you don't have to obviously walk your dog if you need to, but like we'd love to have you there. I'm sure Fleur would be super stoked to have you cheering her on.
No, I was
Absolutely.
just saying I would just like walk him across the field. He needs the extra
Oh.
points.
Okay, yeah, I was like, don't like leave. That's
Oh no.
Rosalie loves dogs. She has a
Do
cat.
you?
I like more cats, but like, Aspen seems great.
He's kind of
I've
the opposite of a cat.
I've taken to looking like deep in Aspen's eyes, being like willing myself to be able to speak to an animal larger than small.
You stare into Aspen eyes, and you realize that there are no thoughts behind them.
Head empty.
Ball.
Ball, walk, snack, Ian.
You're saying all of these words, and I'm watching poor Odin behind you on camera, just like be awake and hear the words.
Fleur looks at Vesper staring at Aspen and goes, "Why are you staring at him?"
I can talk to small animals, and I look sadly again at Aspen. I'm like, but Aspen is big.
Yeah, he's big. He's almost as big as me.
I give him a pet, like ear scritches.
The 6 of you head to the lacrosse field. 6 of you plus Aspen, 7 of you, which is in fact right next to the stadium. Standing at the sidelines is a group of girls, all kind of in pads. You and Cammy rush into the locker rooms, very quickly get changed. And standing in front of them is a satyr. She's about 5'5", furry legs, an Eylas U jersey on. She's got a whistle hanging around her neck and a baseball cap on. And as you approach, she goes, "You gotta be Fleur, and you gotta be Cammy. I recognize both of you from your recruitment videos. I'm very excited to see y'all both play today."
What's your name?
"Oh, well, hi there. You can just call me Coach for now, okay?"
You got it.
"Yep. We ain't on no first name basis yet."
That sounds good. Coach, where do you want me?
"All right. Well, what position did you play?"
Attacker.
"Ah, perfect. Why don't we have you shoot some goals on the goalie, and Cammy, I think you're a midfielder, right?" "That's right. Yeah. We're gonna run some drills. I just want to watch you play, kind of get a feel for where you're at in the game, and if I feel like it's a good fit, you'll be coming to practices every day."
Sounds good, Coach.
All right, you run out onto the field. Fleur, you're keeping the ball in motion. You're doing pretty well. Can I have you roll an athletics check, please?
Yeah. I'm very good at that. 23.
All right. Fleur, you just take the ball. You see fear in the goalie's eyes as you heave it into the goal. It flies straight back into the net, and you can hear at the sidelines quite a few of the girls go, "Damn, wow," like expressions of surprise. Cammy from somewhere behind you goes, "Hell yeah, Fleur!"
Fleur goes, "Thanks, Cammy," and like flips her hair.
You're so amazing.
So are you.
I minor illusion the sound of a vuvuzela for Fleur.
Love that. Absolutely. You sink the ball into the net. This time the goalie nearly gets it, but you hear Coach go, "All right, Fleur, that's pretty good. Let's just see your passes next. You and Camila can toss the ball back and forth there."
You got it, Coach. Thank you.
Awesome. Let's have you roll another athletics check.
Okay. Oh my god, that's another 23.
You and Camila work in perfect harmony. The ball goes back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. You even manage like a couple trick passes to each other. It's almost like you're like mentally connected. Like, you had made a joke earlier about maybe having a second twin, but it's starting to feel like maybe you do. Like, the connection's just there.
Yeah.
After about 40 minutes, Coach blows her whistle, and you all kind of gather together. All right, I've made my choices here. We do only have 4 available slots on the team. We're going to have, let's see, Amanda, Andy with an I, Cammy, you looked real good out there. And for our final slot, I am going to have to go with Miss Fleur Farrow. You are everything your highlight reel said you'd be. So I'm very pleased with that one.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Of course, dear.
Go
Well, yeah, we're excited to have you two here too. Go Griffin. So I will be seeing you both tomorrow at 6 a.m. for our morning practice. We got weights, then we got practice. We will gear up eventually as we get closer to playoffs and have 2 practices a day, but for now it's just 1. Hopefully with 6 a.m. it won't interfere with your class schedules too much. So yeah, I'm real excited to see all of you out there on the field.
I'll see you tomorrow morning, Coach.
Of course. Now go hit the showers, ladies. Go get some food and take care of yourselves.
Fleur links arms with Cammy and heads in. We did it!
We did it!
Oh my god.
We did it!
We
I was
are
so
amazing.
nervous. Could you tell I was nervous?
Not at all.
Really?
Yeah, I couldn't tell at all.
Oh my god, I thought I was gonna throw up
No, you
everywhere.
crushed it.
Oh my god.
Crushed it.
Hey,
I had I knew you were good, but I had no idea your skills were that hot.
Thank you. You know what's extra exciting?
What?
We're gonna have classes together too. So we do lacrosse together, and we're gonna have classes because you're a fighter, right? You
And we
that,
live
right?
together. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm so
okay.
excited.
Meanwhile, sorry, Rosalie.
Oh, no, it's fine. Hey, Ian,
Yeah.
your sister's kind of does it all, doesn't she?
Yeah, she's kind of hard to live with sometimes, but she is really good at everything, and I am really proud of her, to be honest with you. I don't do as much, for the record. I have a dog, and that's kind of the thing I do, is have a dog.
Don't worry, my brother's the same. He's just good without even trying.
Oh, I mean, I'm not upset by it. It just means that she gets the limelight and I can chill in the shadows, which is exactly how I like it.
That's fair.
Essie,
Yeah,
I think we found our sexy girls.
I think so too.
Wait, does Ian
Do we hear this?
I'm whispering what you mean.
We are still actively next to them. So
Cammy and Fleur do not hear
I'm
you.
not
They're
used
too
to
busy being just best, having a moment. Ian and Vesper, you're welcome to roll if you want to see if you heard that. Let's
Sure.
call that a DC 15 perception check because you're standing right next to him.
12.
Nope, I didn't hear it. I was talking about myself.
You notice Essie and Rosalie whispering to each other, but you don't hear anything. There's a lot of ambient noise. There's still people kind of a lot of people who are coming out of the stadium after the speech kind of stuck around and watched the lacrosse tryouts. Essie and Fleur are just going back and forth shrill, excited girl noises. So you don't really pick up what they're talking about. You all head to dinner. The dining hall is in LaBelle Student Commons. It's very large. There's a lot of different food options. They've got vegetarian, they've got vegan. They do have the particular diet required of members of the Order of the Fallen Soldier, which is not a super common religion, but common enough that they do have kind of a special dietary restriction. It's vegetarian, but there's also weird requirements for the amount of foraged food versus the amount of grown food that you eat. It just seems very specific, a little bit archaic. As you arrive, Fleur, Cammy grabs your shoulder and very quietly whispers to you, "Oh my god, Fleur.
What?
Fleur, he's here."
Dane?
Yeah, he's over there in line. Do you see him?
What does he look like?
He's the hot one.
There's
You wanna roll perception?
5 hot ones.
Yeah, the hottest of the hot ones.
Does he have
Oh,
a
not
fever?
great. That's a 12.
You see a couple of guys. You kind of follow her finger, and you see a group of guys. They are all ripped.
Mm-hmm.
They are all in shirts with 3 letters on them. The douchiest of them appears to be this guy who's just hella ripped. He's in a hoodie with the sleeves cut off, kind of a little bit cropped. It's got the same 3 letters as the other guys, but you can't quite make them out at this distance. He's got on a pair of basketball shorts, high top sneakers, and a backwards hat.
Is it the one with the backwards hat?
Yeah.
Or the other ones.
Yeah, the one with his name's Dane.
He's
I'm gonna-
ripped.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like he's kind of a douchebag, but like in a like I can fix him kind of way. You feel?
He gives off a douchebag vibe. Listen though, Cammy, peace and love. I did the I can fix him thing once.
You can't ever fix a man.
Okay,
He
but
is
like,
right.
hear me out on this.
If he's mean to you,
Sometimes-
I'll beat him up.
That's fair. Sometimes, Fleur, you gotta choose a guy because you know he'd be like.
Able to pay for your acting career.
What?
What?
That's so specific.
Whoa.
Is that why you're here?
No, I'm
Wait.
here to become an actress.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
I was gonna say
Adventure
like
college.
sometimes you gotta choose a guy because you think that he'd be like good and bad. You know,
I
like
get it. No,
Yeah.
I get it.
so. Do I look okay? Like do I?
You look incredible.
Can you like is any of my makeup smeared? Or,
Vesper
like-
and I are gonna go get some food. Okay,
I
bye.
feel like there's like a I love you, Ian.
Yeah, I love you too. Bye.
Mhm.
Bye,
Scurry to
Ian.
the lines.
Bye, Vesper.
I'll follow. Wait, but I do want to hear what
I
Camila
want to
said.
stay here. If that's okay with you guys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
of
I
course.
do believe in a guy's heart.
Mhm.
And
Ian shakes his head and just walks away.
Fleur just like goes and like fixes a little bit of Cammy's eyeliner without even like saying anything and just kind of like fixes it so that it's not smudged down, it's smudged up.
Oh,
Got you.
you're a lifesaver.
Yeah.
You're okay. Don't wait up. I'm gonna go talk to him.
Do you want me to come or no?
No, I got this. I
Okay.
got this. He's already asked me out, right?
Wait,
So,
do you
like,
have just text me if you need me?
wait. This is a code that we used back in high school.
Okay, I'm ready.
If I send you a heart with 2 3s,
Okay.
that's a sign that you have to come find me and go ape shit.
You got it. Okay, heart with 2 3s.
Heart with 2 3s. Heart with 1 3, everything's going great.
Okay, you got it.
Should we use that
Um,
code too?
Yeah, let's just use that code.
Yeah.
Okay. And I love you and don't wait up. And yeah,
You got it. I love you. Have fun.
you see her kind of like sidle across the cafeteria to him, start talking to him. You watch as he like slings an arm around her. It seems to be going very well. All of you have dinner together. You sort of have like surface level, just met you conversations. It goes pretty well, all things considered, and you finish up dinner together. It's pretty dark outside.
I think you're all amazing. You're all awesome. We, however, should probably go back to our dorms. I have to be up at like 5 a.m. to get ready for 6 a.m.
For
For
a practice where
practice.
you're gonna get sweaty, Fleur? Really?
Yeah.
I mean,
The
it's-
face doesn't get sweaty. I wear waterproof makeup, Ian. You know that.
Presentation is everything. Do you use
Exactly.
Ben Nye?
Yes.
I love Ben Nye.
Yeah. High quality stuff.
Mhm.
The glittery stuff, though.
No, it's not that late out though. The moon's barely even came out.
Yeah, I think
Is
I'm probably
it?
gonna take maybe Aspen for a walk or toss the ball around.
Do you want me to come?
Yeah. if you want
Okay.
to.
Sick. Do you guys want to come?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I mean, we're
It
headed
just-
back to the same room, so
All right.
And we're all headed to the same floor.
So all of you kind of depart. It looks like if you're going to be taking Aspen for a walk, is it safe to assume you guys kind of take the long way back to the dorm
Yeah.
so that you get a little bit of an extra
yeah.
walk in for the dog?
I would say so, and probably Ian likes to throw the ball for Aspen in that little lot next to Whitehall.
Perfect. So you pass through the main quad and get to the quad by Whitehall, which is a little bit less developed. Along one edge, the far edge, is a row of hedges, sort of shrubbery that sort of divides the campus from the road on the other side. Ian, you toss the ball a few times. Aspen brings it back. The last time you toss it, the ball disappears into the hedges. And as Aspen goes after it, he stops by the hedges. And you're pretty in tune with your dog. You watch as his hackles begin to rise. and he lets out a long, low growl.
Fleur immediately looks at Ian.
Not good. We gotta go. And I'm gonna immediately walk in the direction of Aspen, kind of trying to call him back.
Aspen
Fleur
does not
does the
respond to
same.
your call.
At all?
Mm-mm. Just continues to stand there growling. The growling gets louder.
Fleur starts to like gingerly play with like the top of her great axe, not really doing anything, but like she's itching. And she's with Ian.
And can Ian see if he sees anything or can sense anything in the bushes? Or do like a nature
Yeah.
check? Or...
If you want to check out the bushes, I will let you roll nature.
18, 19, 20, 21.
You very carefully, very quietly, kind of get closer and closer to Aspen. And as you do, you kind of lean down to Aspen's level to peer through the branches. As you do, looking into the dark shadows deep within, you hear this sharp crack of a twig snapping beneath something heavy. And two red eyes meet yours through the branches. I'm going to need all of you to roll initiative.
Fuck me.
And that is where we're going to leave off for this session. We will be back next week, same time, same place. Starting off with a little combat next time. We're going to see how you guys function as a party.
I am so excited to hit things. Next time on Tabletop Tavern.
Cast magic missile.
Let's
one
go.
to each of them.
Does a wooden flare do?
If it's vandalism, that's cool.
Student campus security, this is Rodolfo. How may I help you?
I'll text them at like 6 a.m.
Can you text at like a normal hour?
You bald-headed, discarded Band-Aid. You need a nose strip so badly.
Thank you so much for watching this week's episode of Tabletop Tavern. Don't forget, if you would like to watch the show live with our audience on Monday nights, you should follow us on Twitch, as well as our other social medias, which you can find in the description box down below. Tabletop Tavern is also available on podcast platforms, so if you would rather listen to an episode during your commute or while you're cleaning, you can find the links to that in the description box as well. We hope you have a wonderful week, and go Griffins!